passes have never been a fun release method for characters in Marvel Strike Force, but are they getting worse and worse and worse? We're going to discuss some of the details about this latest Strike Pass release in this video. Also, we have a new Carnage event in the game. We're going to talk about what you need to maximize this event. And oh, exciting times, guys. Drew, the rumor guy, is back, and he's got some hot new rumors about this Weapon X team. So for all the latest and all your questions from the mailbag, guys, find that like button and let's go smash it.
ValleyFlyin.
Hello. What is up, Valley Maniacs? I am ValleyFlyin. Welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. Hope you had a great weekend. I hope you're having a great day, and I hope you're ready for all of your questions from the mailbag on Discord. And if you have not already visited there, check out the Discord. If you have not already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button for more Marvel Strike Force content. Hit that notification bell so you know as soon as a new video is uploaded. And before we get to all these questions, the long-awaited appearance of Drew the Rumor Guy, I do want to give a big shout out to the sponsor of this video, Skillshare. And I want to thank Skillshare for sponsoring this video, because with summer over, it's time to get back to business, get serious, start improving yourself. And if you want to do that, well, luckily for you, there's a massive online learning community called Skillshare where you can learn exactly what you want, when you want it, because their classes are structured in a very easy to follow lesson format. Like this class, for example, about becoming a YouTube success from Marcus Brownlee and his MKB HD channel, which has over 14.5 million subscribers. I know a lot of you asked me how to get started creating content. Well, Marcus covers it all in this course, from choosing your topic all the way to hooking your audience. And there's way more on Skillshare than just how to be more creative. There's social media marketing classes, home business classes, web development classes, and even online sales classes, and so much more. So if you're ready to learn a new skill, one that you've always wanted to learn but just never got around to doing it, well, do it. Use the link down below and check out Skillshare, and the first 1,000 Valley Maniacs will get a free trial of Skillshare Premium where you get access to all of the courses. So what are you waiting for, guys? Check out the link down below and try out Skillshare today. Yeah, so thanks once again to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. And if you want to learn something new, check out the link down below and get your trial of Skillshare now. But without further ado, it's time to answer the questions from the mailbag. Boom, first question. You were missing the edit part of the last blog post. Cloak and Dagger will be in the Strike Pass with 50 shard top and bottom both unlocks. You have to do it twice for 100 shard unlock. There'll be also Blitz on September 23rd. Just thought you might lowly that info. I don't know what that Ioli that info. Anyway, yes, we did miss it because we did it live, and when the blog post was originally released, it didn't have this edit section. So let's go back to the blog post from Friday, and we'll read exactly what it says. And Cerebral also made some comments as follow-up in the public section of the Envoy server, which is not under NDA. So I want to read some of his comments as a response to this to hopefully give a little more clarity of what is going on with these strike passes. All right, so this is what was in the blog post. This is the public announcement, or the public information that came out, because the original blog post was so confusing. The next strike pass will have the opportunity to earn 50 character shards for either Cloak or Dagger. That's the important thing here. I guess the original thing was a little not sure of. All right, we're not sure what the unlock method or how many shards are, but yeah, either 50 shards for Cloak or Dagger on the free path, and an additional 50 shards for the premium path. So you can get 50 as a free-to-play player. You can get 100 as someone that's spending money in the game, and if you do that 2 times, that could be 200 shards if you're purchasing, or 100 shards if you're not purchasing. After this, there will be a second strike pass similarly structured. You could earn another 50 shards on the free path, 50 on the premium pass. So in order to lock Cloak and Dagger into the strike pass alone, you need to get the premium pass in both. Now, if you're trying to unlock one of them, it looks like there's also Blitz. Now, the Blitz is starting on the 23rd of September. So that is, let me check out a calendar here. And that is not this Tuesday, or not this Thursday, but the following Thursday. That's when that will be. So yeah, shave up your Blitz charges for that one. Now, there's a couple comments that Cerebral made in the public section of the Envoy server that I do want to read, because even with this edit, there was still some confusion among some of the envoys. I don't want to show all the chat here, so I just want to read what Cerebral said. There's a desire for player choice and trying something new. So It looks like they're doing some new things with the strike pass, or at least that's what he wrote, or at least that's what they're telling Cerebro. Personally, he's in favor of keeping things simple, and that was lost in this previous blog post, and he is forwarding the feedback about the blog post. And as far as the blitzes, the way he kind of explained it to Envoys, 2 strike passes, and there's going to be 2 blitzes, so not just one on the 23rd. There's one probably also following on that 30th. So the way he said it, there's a 2 strike passes, 2 blitz. You can earn the credits. Will be on par with characters released this way. So he said that another way to think of it is 2 passes for dagger and 2 blitzes for cloak. Now I'm not sure who the blitz character is gonna be. That could be problematic depending on how you choose to open your orbs. But what I would suggest for this event, because it looks like we go back to this part here. You're getting this luminous this luminous cloak orb or the luminous dagger orb. You're getting the credits. What I always do is not open any of these until we find out, we get some absolute wording on who the 2 blitzes are. Are there going to be 2 back-to-back cloak blitzes? Are there going to be 1 cloak, 1 dagger? I would hold off on opening either these cloak or dagger orbs until we find out what is going on with the blitzes. And yeah, so basically as a free-to-play player, if you go really hard on blitzes, you could earn enough shards to unlock both of these characters. But yeah, you're gonna have to blitz for that. So some people not as friendly for there. All right, let's go back to the questions though. Hopefully that explains about this Shang-Chi, or not the Shang-Chi event, this cloak and dagger event coming, and they look to be very, very important characters for the Mystic section. Maybe not as important as Deathpool, but pretty important to round out the team, and maybe not so important now, but probably for Doom 2 and Doom 3 whenever that rolls around. All right, next question though. Let's get back into the game and talk about the Shang-Chi event. That is what the question is about. Greetings from Singapore. I know that many people are happy with the Shang-Chi event, but it seems like Scopely stealth nerfed the milestone event. First, there's no more orbs for the event, which has a chance of Shang-Chi shards like the Anti-Venom event. There's a place with a store, which gives yet less useful stuff. Not exactly. If you remember the previous events, I would compare this more to the Polaris event than the Anti-Venom event. And Anti-Venom may have been the same type of event, but I think the Moondragon. I think the Moondragon one was the most recent one, as far as I remember. And what they had for the Moondragon one, they didn't have, and I may be remembering this incorrectly, but for these milestone type character releases, what they would have is these orbs that you could open, like for orange gear, purple gear, and blue gear, and you get different stuff in there. None of the stuff in those orbs are very good, which is why I'm not too upset that none of the stuff in the store is very good. But I think what it does is remove that RNG that these orbs offered us, and then give us a selection in the store. So I do like the event. I do like how it's structured. It's very confusing at the beginning part of this event, though. But just because it's new, there's a lot of currencies. I like this event. I like the rewards. I like that we're getting choice of what we want, what type of rewards we got. But with these events that we've had, like this Wise Warrior event, it's not really been about those orbs that you open to get this, to spend this fire essence or whatever currency we've had in previous events. It's always been about these good milestone rewards. And just FYI, guys, if at server reset today, which is in 2 hours as of me recording this, you should be at about 54,000 points to be on pace to complete all the milestones. But I like this event. A little confusing. I think that this store just offers a little more choice. Oh, that's not the store, but the store offers a little bit more choice than we've had in the past. Instead of just some orbs that are orange, purple, or blue, we're getting just to buy what we want and spend our credits the way we want. So I think this is a better event. I do like it. And yes, it's different than some of the others, except other than the confusion. I do like it. I wish it was explained a little more clearly before the event happened, and instead of us having to look at things and figure it out after the event was released. All right. Secondly, the milestone for Blitz does not drop any bonus stuff like Fire Essence. Is that linked to the event anymore? Do you think the event has been nerfed, and are you liking this event? So I don't know if it's been nerfed. Honestly, I don't remember if the Blitz milestones previously dropped the currency for the event. In this case, the Fire Essence. It does not in this time for Shang-Chi, but it may or may not have in the past. I look at what it takes to get these. Now, it takes about 4 Blitz rotations, 4.5 maybe, plus a few extra activity. That's kind of what it's been in the past, those 4 rotations per day, 4.5 rotations per day. So I don't think that this is that much more activity that we have to do. The rewards themselves, I think they're pretty good, and I do like that we get some choice in what we can get as far as the rewards for spending the fire essence, and not just some orb that may drop some good stuff or may drop something that we don't need. So I like this. I don't know if it's necessarily been nerfed. I would have to go back specifically and look at each of the events or each of the rewards for previous events, but yeah, it seems pretty good, and the activity doesn't seem that much more than we've had in the past. All right, we also have a Carnage event going on right now for these yellow phase bits for this nice new Absolute Carnage outfit. And if you want to hit all of these milestones, you're going to need to hit 3,893 points a day. I just rounded up to 4,000, so I'm shooting for 4,000 points a day. Obviously, you can see I'm a little behind the pace. I've quit out at a few raid battles. And an important note, guys, you're getting scoring by winning or losing a war battle. So even if you're in a casual alliance like I am, make sure you get all your attacks in. Win or lose, you're going to score points. Winning or losing a raid battle. Now, I quit out of a few. I forced close a few because some of my characters died. If you force close, it does not matter. If you quit or if you lose, you will get points for the raid battles. So keep that in mind. If it's more beneficial for you to force close and get all your characters back, try the note again, or it may be a bit more beneficial for you to quit, and all the damage that you've done and all the damage that you've received is going to remain intact. You're just starting the note fresh. And then arena battles, make sure you're getting your 5, and you should be good for this event. So 4,000 per day. So as server reset for today, you should be a little under 4,000 if you want to remain on pace. But of course, there's a lot of time to recover from this. There's a lot of raids that you could do. The wars and the arena seems kind of fixed, but I guess you could up your activity level and up your points by doing more raids. Hey Valley, thanks for touching my question last week. It was about those insane 5 minutes dark dimension runs. Man, I don't know how people are managing to do those very, very quick dark dimension runs. I still don't know if it's possible. You know what? I'm with you. I don't know if it's possible either. Maybe on some of these record ones. I mean, if we go back to the leaderboards for the timed runs on Blitz, I mean, the Dark Dimension 2, 8 minutes. That seems very, very fast. And I think this was someone that was there last week. So I don't know if they haven't been caught so far. I don't think it's cheating. Although 8 minutes seems very, very fast. And like you mentioned, brother, the load times, all that stuff. I'm sure Gears 7 Gold Star, 7 Red Star, Surfer, Kestrel, Big Power Tunes. Is still stuck on the loading time. So is Surfer one tapping the whole screen, then on to the next one? It is possible. I don't know. Maybe I'll take them in as just a test to see how hard Dark Dimension 1 and Dark Dimension 2 are now in the current meta. Yeah, I know people do these speed runs and they take pride in it. They don't really share the teams or strategies because they want the edge there, because, you know, at the end of the day, this is just something for fun. You don't get any rewards for it. You don't get anything at all except for extra bragging rights by doing these more than once. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, some of the times Dark Dimension 2 doesn't seem that unrealistic, except maybe the 8 minute time. But if we go Dark Dimension 1, we still have a lot of those 5 minute times, and we have a bunch of them too. So maybe people just have less ping time. We have a lot of 6 minute runs here as well. So I'm guessing, and I may be incorrect on this, but I'm guessing, yeah, we have a lot of 7 minute runs. Honestly, just based on a lot of these runs and the fact that none of these players have been banned, I would say these are legit runs. Now, how to do it, I don't know. Maybe it's just the power creep is so hard that super strong nowadays. But load, one tap, and if yes, then I can't wait to do that. Try it, brother. I would just try it. See what your score is. See where you're at. Obviously, if you're not level over level 80 and have all the gear on them, then it might be a little harder to get those fast times. But yeah, this must be something I'm gonna try. I'm curious. So. Hopefully we get a follow-up question in next week's mailbag, and we can answer these. See what my experience is with this. All right, and I would probably assume that people, and this is the answer to this previous question. This is from Stifler's mom, so thank you, Stifler's mom, for putting the answer to this question or the interpretation. I would probably assume that people are doing these numbers are playing on airplane mode during the fights, going back online with the final kill and the beginning of each fight. It was a trick used in Swaga for raids. Very possible. I don't know how the ping works in Strike Force and how it works in Swaga, but it is maybe maybe that's the trick. And that's the trick to those downtimes. And I don't know if going on airplane mode in the middle fight is against the terms of service. I haven't read those in a while, so maybe this is it. And I don't know if this is cheating or not. I don't know what the terms of service actually say. So let me know your thoughts on this. If you guys have tried this with airplane mode, let me know if this works in this game or not. But I will try this week and maybe get more follow-ups next week. All right. Hey, Valley from South Carolina. Wanted to walk you through seed theory. All right, this is good because I've heard so many different ways to do this. So, and no matter what I do, I think I always do it wrong in the videos, but no matter what I do, it's always like, you're doing it wrong. And I've tried different things. All right, so let's get this. Maybe this is the definitive answer. Let me know in the comments, though, if this is how to do seed theory. Hey, Valley from South Carolina. Wanted to walk you through seed theory. First, you spend 400k gold. Then you open orbs, preferably gold, orange, or purple orbs until you get a drop in the center. You do these orbs one at a time. That's where I went wrong. I've always done these 3 at a time. I did 1 at a time. All right. And you open orbs at one time. Now you're in a good seed when we have a gold drop in the center. And you open orbs that you want good pulls on. Keep smashing, my friend. All right, so I don't know how Dagger is going to be released. If she's just going to have a red star increased chance. If she's going to have an offer. But I think we're going to use this for Dagger. Test this out. Hopefully we get lucky. Hopefully we could prove this theory, or maybe we'll just get some confirmation bias with this seed theory. But yeah, this is how we'll do it next time. 1 at a time with the orbs. All right, and maybe if she's released tonight, we'll do it live on the live stream tomorrow with the Valley Club. All right, hey Valley, you wouldn't have to be the Hawaiian Hulk on your secondary account, would you? I faced that in Blitz this morning. No, that's not me. I haven't played a secondary account for over 3 years now. So I started a few back towards global launch, and yeah, I haven't played any of those in over 3 years. So if it has a good account, if it has some good characters, probably not mine. But yeah, none of my accounts were named Hawaiian Hulk. All right, next question. Anyway, do you find it weird that Boundless Eras is only releasing 3 team tunes right now, considering they've been used for the newer tunes for legendary events? So far, only X Factor has been used without 5 members of the team: Villain, Mystic, Controllers for Phoenix. So, if Secret Avengers is used for the next legendary, who would be the possible 4th and 5th members? So, I don't know, but like I said in the beginning of this video, we have Drew back. And if you don't know Drew, he is a rumor guy. He has supplied us with rumors that have usually been pretty accurate on this channel. So I don't know what Drew has to share with us today. I know he said he had some Weapon X news. So Drew, what can you tell us about Weapon X, brother?
ValleyFlyin. I am Drew, the rumor guy. I am back, and I got some hot rumors for you. And no, the rumors about Drew, the rumor guy, have not been true, because I'm still here, and I still have the rumors for you. And I'm just going to tell you what I know. No hints. Just going to tell you these rumors. Hopefully, they turn out to be facts and not just rumors. All right. Next legendary character, word on the street, Omega Red. Now, I have a couple tags that I've been getting. I've heard support. I've heard controller. Most likely one of these. Let me know your guesses. But the more important thing, mutant, tech, legendary. Yes, so more double tag characters. And the most likely unlock, my little birdie's telling me, Secret Avengers. All right, and more. There's more to this Weapon X team. We have Silver Samurai, Lady Deathstrike, both part of this Weapon X team for the tech Doom Raids, is what I've been told. And the other characters in this Weapon X team, Sabretooth, Wolverine, potentially added as a war counter for Heroes for Hire. So yes, war and raid team is the word on the street. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if this makes you happy, if this makes you sad, or would you have preferred other tags on these characters? We will see when they actually arrive in the game. But I need to go because it is frothy time, mate. But don't worry, I'll be back.
Oh my goodness, so much to unpack with that, Drew. We got some tags for these characters. We get some potential roles. But as far as answering your question, I guess Drew either forgot or did not know the answer to it. But as far as 4th and 5th members for Secret Avengers, I don't know. I guess just off the top of my head, my guess would be the characters that go with that team. So Fury and Kestrel. I don't know though. As if Kestrel is a legendary unlock, it could be some very upset players. So I don't know, Jubilee didn't really seem to fit on that X Factor team, so maybe some newer tunes that they'll have, maybe like a combination of Secret Avengers and New Warriors. I don't know. I haven't heard anything, but if you guys have heard any other rumors about the unlock characters other than Secret Avengers for Omega Red, let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you have any other sources than Drew has. All right, but next question. Hey, Valley, hope things are well in Texas. I hope things are well with you, brother. What kind of upgrade do you think is likely for Wolverine now that he is best at what he does? Do you think he should be one of the better characters in the game, especially when it comes to self-healing with mutant abilities? I'd like to see his claws do as much damage as Gamora's sword, but I doubt that would be a big of an upgrade. What do you think? As Omega Red has these Carmanadium tentacles that come out of his arms, they'd be a good option to drain. Do you think viability for Dark Dimension if he can use this similar to levels of Maw or Phoenix? So as far as Wolverine, we know that he's going to add extra stats to bleeds. There's stuff with piercing. He's do rebound chain attacks. That's all we got word of so far from Cerebro in that Strike Time episode. He could be getting very minimal upgrades, especially if what Drew said is true. The team as far as what Drew said, it looks like that Weapon X team is going to be a raid team, but Wolverine, Sabretooth make it into a war offense team to counter Heroes for Hire. So I guess if they needed that, giving him more sustain to get rid of all those charges, or to last through all of those charges, would be very helpful. So it's probably adjusting his passive, what I would think he would need for his kit based on what they want to use him for. And as far as Dark Dimension, I don't know if the question is about Omega Red and or Wolverine. I guess we'll see. I mean, there's been rumors of Omega Red being the next legendary for a while. I guess Drew just sort of confirmed it. Drew, it's just rumors at this point. But Drew's usually been pretty accurate. I don't know where he's been and what he's up to, or if he's changed sources, but he's been pretty accurate in the past. So hard to say right now. We don't know the kits for any of these characters or the full reworks to Wolverine. So I'm gonna go wait and see for this one. But if we're getting up as far as the heal for the passive heal that Wolverine does, I think he will be could be Dark Dimension viable. I guess he'll need some damage boost as well because he's a very early game character. All right, Valley. So if Sabretooth is now on the Weapon X team, who replaces him on the Marauders? I guess it depends on how you're using Marauders, because I know a lot of people are splitting off that team to war offense team and taking them off of defense because they don't hold as much. There's a lot of counters them. The military skill counters them. The X Factor counters them. We get a lot of other previous counters to that team. But as a lot of people took out Sabretooth anyway, put like a Minerva or a Ghost in there. I've seen some Scientist Supreme, although that one doesn't seem to work very well. Doom on that team with the Marauders works very well as well. But I don't know. I guess it depends on what you have. But there's a lot of people that have been replacing Sabretooth on Marauders for a while, and a lot of people recently, especially with Heroes for Hire, have been putting them on offense. So few different options for you. I hope one of them is a decent character on your roster and not using it in any of those other teams that we mentioned. All right, hey Valley, we're doing Gamma 4, difficulty 3 for the first time. I got smashed on the first and middle lane boss. No, the H Heroes for Hire mini boss. What team beats it? So I actually don't run this lane. I've been on the outside lanes for a while. So I went and asked my alliance mate. He's the one that runs it for our strike team, and he said, I was going to ask what beats the boss node. He asked, I was going to ask which boss, but it's probably Heroes for Hire that beats it. And he also said that all of his Heroes for Hire are gear 15, and he was not able to do it before Shang-Chi got added. So it looks like in this whole horrible, not fun middle lane, the answer for this is a big Heroes for Hire team, which I hope your alliance appreciates you for that, and I hope it doesn't piss off the other alliances too much, or maybe it will. Maybe it will. Yeah, make a headache for your war counters there. But yeah, it looks like Heroes for Hire is the answer here because we got Mercs here. Not a lot of great Mercs. Got some Hydra here. Got a few Hydra, but not a lot with sustain. The Mercs are okay too, but not a lot of sustain from the Mercs. We got Wakandans here. Shuri is okay, but not enough to carry a whole team. And we got some decent characters on Shield, but yeah, not a lot of great options. I guess Heroes for Hire is the way to go. Build them up as high as possible and make sure you have a decent Shang-Chi would be my advice based on that. And if you guys are running that middle lane,
4.3 Gamma. Let me know if there's a different team to use other than the Heroes for Hire flat out or a Heroes for Hire hybrid. Our next question. Valley, hope all is well with you and your family. In a good spot that I have over 200 gold promotion credits. Nice. Congratulations on that, brother. I could a 7 Red Star Silver Surfer. I have the yellow star for him before this raid season is over. Or I could wait and 6 Red Star Death Pool or another tune. Say, wait for Weapon X. What are your thoughts, Valley? All right, so I'm going to ask you, what would a 7 Red Star Silver Surfer be able to do that your 6 Red Star Silver Surfer cannot do in the game right now? Is it going to get you another raid node? Is it going to get you more wins on Alliance War offense? Going to go with the same thing with Death Pool. Are you not clearing your lanes in Doom? Would that extra star on Death Pool help you to clear it? If the answer is no for either of these characters or any other character that you might have in mind, if you're not going to be able to do anything more in the game by using these promo credits, it's not going to get you another node, it's not going to help you progress, I would just wait and hold off and use it on a character that is going to help you progress, is going to help you finish a new node, maybe get you another war win per season, maybe help you in arena. Those are what I would focus on. And if these upgrades, while they may be fun, while they may help you in certain areas, if you're not specifically getting a benefit from it, I would wait on it. So hopefully that answers the question. It's not a cookie cutter answer again, but yeah, not everybody has the same roster. Not everybody's in the same place in the game. So my answer based on all red stars and all that stuff is usage is putting that on that character. Going to help your account enough that it's going to make a difference for you. If the answer is yes, then put those red stars on them. If not, then hold off and save it for another character that will. All right, Valley, is there a bug in Infinity Watch versus Heroes for Hire? I've had multiple wars with the combat being frozen, the final moments of victory, or the revive mechanics for both sides completely freeze to break the game. The devs need to be aware of this because war is completely unbearable with Heroes for Hire in the current state. Hey, I would say even without the bugs, war is completely unbearable, but that's just me. I don't like the Heroes for Hire. I don't like war defense. I've heard some things freezing. Infinity Watch, some Heroes for Hire. I've seen screenshots of it. I don't know if the devs were enough aware of it. It froze on TK2202. Also, I wrote into customer service. They sent me war energy refill to make up for the fight. Nebula could not stop running when she did the ultimate. That may be reason why the bug. She may not be coded properly for war. But yeah, normally what I do when I get something freezing, I write into customer service, and they're usually pretty good about sending me the war energy or the raid energy or arena energy or whatever mode it crashed in. They're usually pretty good with simple stuff like that. So if this is becoming an issue and it's like every time, then that's pretty bad. But yeah, I will make sure that if Cerebro's not already aware of this, I'm gonna let them know about this, and hopefully they can fix it. If anybody else is having this issue and wants me to forward videos to the devs, because that's usually what helps them track this down and replicate it so they can fix it, let me know. Tag me on Discord, and I'll try to get all the as much information to devs as possible to get this done and over, so it's not a bug anymore. It works properly. All right, next question though. What is up, Valley from Columbus, Ohio? What do you think of the idea of making character reworks an event? Take the upcoming Wolverine and Sabretooth reworks. If they made it an event where you need to use your X-Men to complete certain tasks to unlock a new Wolverine special and other tasks for his ult, then same for Sabretooth, but you need to use your Brotherhood team to do that. Make the same ISO requirements like new legendary releases. That way it boosts the team to doing raids and war and such. All right, so I like where you're going with this. I like you're thinking out of the box, and I like it's more content that's kind of related to what's changed in the game, like these reworks. I think this could be problematic. It could get a lot of pushback from players, especially these ISO 8 requirements. I think that could be a bad thing. I think the actual event using X-Men or Brotherhood, I think that could be very fun if done in a good way, but could be just grindy, adding more low quality time if done in a bad way. And we know Scopely, right? We know that they do things, they tend to lean on the laziest way to do things. So I don't know if this is gonna be fun. It might just be more grind. Again, we're talking about Scopely here, not some other company that could do fun events. We're talking about this. And yeah, it could be good, but based on what Scopely's done in the past with all their bugs and errors, it may not be. But yeah, I like ideas like this, and just depends how it's implemented and things like that. So just make sure it's not unlockable, not unachievable for players, but also kind of a challenge for endgame players as well. So, because if it was so easy that we just were able to auto this event to unlock this, then it's just extra grind time, and that doesn't add any more fun to the game. But anything that would add more fun to the game, I am in favor of that. All right. Hey, Valley, hope you're doing great. Not a question, but last month, too, my sweet little bird was indeed true on upcoming new characters. Hopefully she will be reliable in the future. All right. Hopefully Drew's rumors are reliable today. He had a few, but that Weapon X team excites me a little bit, and we'll see how it works out. I'm especially excited about if what he said is true. This new team coming up, helping in tech section of the Doom raids. We will see though. But all right, your question. Aside from Infinity Watch, what are the other possible counters for Heroes for Hire and War Defense? All right. Infinity Watch has worked. Silver Surfer Kestrel has not really worked very well since we've gotten Shang-Chi. Some of that may be because of the healing. And what was said on the Valley Club this morning is the way that the devs release these characters. They put these things in the game and they test it out with simming. So when this Shang-Chi counter, the healing, was added to the game, that kind of screwed up a lot of the sim counters that they had in mind. And yeah, so long answer of it is, I guess maybe let me shorten the answer. Let me just say, Infinity Watch is the counter, and I think Weapon X is going to be the counter. If these rumors are true, I haven't had success with anything reliably. Maybe a few big punch downs, but I don't consider that a big war counter if you're punching down too much. So I haven't figured anything out, but if there's a team that is reliable for you guys against the full Heroes for Hire with Shang-Chi, let me know in the comments. Our next question. Was RTA an elaborate year-long scam to stop us from complaining about Blitz and sell us Blitz Battle Pass? Keep strong, brother, or keep fist bumping, brother. I don't know. Either way, thank you for the question. But I think, brother, you're giving Scopely too much credit. A lot of these conspiracy theories and scams that the community has in mind, Scopely is just not thinking about that stuff. They're just trying to get the game working properly, and they make errors and things like that. But as far as RTA, this is not tested at all. Word is that not even all of the devs got information on this new game mode. It was just kind of added to the game. So yeah, I think RTA was a massive failure. This was around the time they were not testing things. This was around the time that they were not planning things. So it was a combination of no testing in RTA, no planning in the early mid parts of 2021. And we got this the state it is. They're like, hey, try this new game mode. Let's sell more battle passes. Let's give you more value. Instead of giving you more fun, let's give you more value in the game. And let's try to sell this. And they did that. It was not a great attempt at it. The players hated it. There's been a few battles that I've enjoyed. But overall, it's been a bad experience for me as well. And I'm glad it's done. But yeah, as far as getting a blitzing pass, I don't think it's as important, especially with the characters that they've been choosing in this battle pass. They don't seem as important to get them right away. Multiple man, some of these other characters, Misty Knight, not super important unless you're focused on those teams. So I think they're kind of reducing out the importance of it. That's my opinion. But let me know your thoughts. Do you enjoy the changes to RTA being combined with blitz wins and knockouts, or would you prefer to keep it in RTA? I think I know the answer, but I do want to see your comments anyway. All right. Should I take my Uncanny X-Men team higher than 300K? Just pulled 6 red on Cyclops and have Phoenix at gear 14, 6775. Cyclops at gear 13, 6665. Colossus 13. Psylocke 11. Storm at 11. So again, kind of like the last question with the promo credits, or the previous question with the promo credits. I'm going to ask you, what would you be using the Uncanny X-Men for nowadays? I think a lot of people have shifted X-Men as one of the Doom teams. There's a Brotherhood Doom team, the Marauders Doom team. Others, this Uncanny X-Men Doom team. So in my opinion, Uncanny X-Men's role right now, outside of a few characters like Phoenix and some of the early Dark Dimensions, or maybe some of these other characters in raids, X-Men, the Uncanny X-Men are a war defense team. And if you've seen any of my previous videos, the way I prioritize teams is arena teams first, Doom Raids second, Greek Raids third, War Offense fourth, and War Defense fifth. And right now, in my opinion, at least where I'm playing the game, Uncanny X-Men, there are War Defense characters. They may be a little more important where you're in the game, but eventually I think they're going to end up on War Defense. So based on that, I wouldn't invest too much into this team just because that's the least prioritized team in my opinion. All right, greetings from the UK. Been a long time free-to-play players, 2.5 years and counting. I've only pulled my first ever 7 red stars. Congratulations, brother. Should I focus on just his orbs in the upcoming Strike Pass event or try to balance him out with Dagger? So, I guess it's going to be based on your shards and your spending level. So, again, if you get both of the Strike Passes, the free version, you could unlock Cloak or Dagger. If you do very well on the Blitz, and we don't know the Blitz character, you could unlock one of these characters. It may be 1 Cloak, 1 Dagger, 2 Cloaks. Based on the Cerebral comment that we mentioned earlier from the public section of the Envoy server, I would say it's probably Cloak. So, yeah, so save your orbs until we know. But I think Cloak as a standalone character is not as strong in Cloak and Dagger. So I would build them, both of those, in conjunction with each other. I wouldn't build up Cloak or Dagger. I would build up Cloak and Dagger. So if you know that you're going to get both of these characters, unlock both of these characters, either through buying a Strike Pass, just gameplay, or blitzing, then build both. If you're going to work on one, I don't know if they're going to be that valuable, especially if you're not fully going hard into Death Pool. If that 7 red stars is really, really nice, but it's kind of like Shatterstar without Longshot, or some of these are the duos. They're just not as good without the other one. But Bishop's not as good without Jubilee. Jubilee's not as good without Bishop. So same thing with Cloak and Dagger. Not as good without each other. All right, hey, Valley. Any chance you could have a word with them over at Boundless and get them to add dark promotion credits to Chaos Theory? I will ask. I don't know if I'll be listened to. And that is it for the mailbag, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for submitting a question. I want to thank each and every one of you that submitted a question, and a few of you guys that submitted answers on the Discord server. And if you want to submit a question for a future episode of the Monday mailbag to potentially get featured, make sure you join the Discord. The link is down below in the comments. Check out Skillshare, guys. Get your free trial, premium access. So learn. Always good stuff, self-improvement, and I will see you guys next time. Again, thank you for watching. Check out some of my other videos. Check me out on social media, and I'll see you guys tomorrow over on Twitch, the ValleyFlyin 76 channel for the Valley Club in the morning, where you stream Marvel Strike Force and Marvel Future Revolution. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Hulk fist bump. ValleyFlyin out.